No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to Williams-Brice Stadium, home in the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a team sitting in the top 5 of the conference standings, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the South Carolina Gamecocks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Harbor. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The running back and leave it with him. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He'll heave it deep. Makes the catch down the right side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sideline.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Caught behind the line. It's Stewart. Smashes ahead. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. Now, Lenora Sellers was sensational down the stretch last season when the Gamecocks won 6 of 7 games. Sellers threw 18 touchdowns, only 3 picks. What would you like to see from him, David, for the Gamecocks to become a force in the SEC?
It's not running, Reese. Like, we saw the physicality in the big runs, like, throughout the season, especially against Clemson ending the season last year. But to me, it's the passing game. It's the staying on schedule. It's knowing his answers and making the easy play sometimes. Continue to evolve as a passer with that big, strong body. And you better look out, college football.
To the air, it's Sellers. Makes the catch. It's Bennett. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On the option. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
And the Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll run the toss. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Making side adjustments here. On third down, he drops to throw. Unleashes one. Another incompletion on third down.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that third down. And now the offense is in an interesting situation.
Dead center perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. And they're not on the same page there. Guys, we talk about games that just somehow get away from you. I don't think there was a better example last year than that classic between LSU and South Carolina, which the Gamecocks did every single thing except finish.
Well, they got out to an early start. They didn't get a lot of help from the referees, that's for sure. There's some very questionable calls in that game. At the end of the day, though, good teams find ways to win games. Garrett Nussmeier and LSU pulled it out.
They did find a way to pull it out, but how about what this game could have meant for South Carolina? Like, they could have been in the college football playoff, and you talk about the refs, they were awful. I mean, the INT returned to the house, but we accidentally touched the quarterback or breathed on him. Some bad breaks, and South Carolina is not forgetting it.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. Hey, you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Off play action. This one's complete.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
The Gamecocks come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll run the option. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that first down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just able to get enough to keep these sticks moving.
He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. This should be the last play of the quarter. Gonna run it. It's Durham. And some room to work. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another.
The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they did.
They'll leave it with him. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's going to run it. Quarterback gets past the marker. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, marked it at the 47.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Gives it on the option. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the tailback. Oh, better look out! He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. To throw, it's Sellers. Here's the pressure. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
touch pass on the jet sweep. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Gamecocks are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground.
Now, you talk about a sideline that was jacked up, excited for the big punt return, and then, man, he makes the big mistake, puts it on the deck, and the momentum goes shifted right back to the other side.
Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Pulls it in, it's Anderson. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Power football with the run. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so...
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! They went for the big play, and boy, did it... Pay off.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Tulsa is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie today. We could see a legend born in Chapman Stadium. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Georgia Tech. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. This drive will open from the 15. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll immediately call timeout.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass, it's Sellers. He rifles one deep to the left.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Motion from the back. On the snap, it's Harbor. Here's a heat. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? From the gun. Give on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Defense going to call a timeout here and give the kicker a little something to think about. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3 ball here before the break. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's a fit. Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. And I guess they thought they'd find the field goal block team napping. They were wide awake, and they come up with the stop. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gamecocks will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the left. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU, and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels, Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure. And man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. And in an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did, it would have been so easy for Nussmeier to try to find another opportunity somewhere else. He believes LSU is the best situation for him.
Turning it on. him out of bounds at the 44. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now as the whole playbook's open, the defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Makes the catch. It's Durham. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays.
Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. They take the lead with the 6. What a perfect play call to get the score.
And you're watching the backside on all your runs, making sure that backside, they're not cheating, not flying to the football. The offense saw something, caught them in it. The defense didn't have an answer. The reverse works to perfection.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bennett. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Back has it. He's loose. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Pressure coming. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated.
He uncorks 1 deep. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question about the quarterback was going to get that. Nice job.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Looking for a crease, it's Durham. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. You try to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The play action fake. He's going to throw deep right side. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There was a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
They'll go to the ground. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 after the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the option. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. A fairly short distance here toward the sideline. The raindrops kept falling on his head, and he muffed it.
What a really good job by the punt team. Listen, you put all your speed, your athletes, a lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down, make plays, try to tackle these elusive guys in the open field, and hey, even cause a turnover, that's just great.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looks as if he's going to run it. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Be a turnover.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. And he got just enough of that one. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20 to 14. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Buys a little time with his feet. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
In this moment of the game, late, you need your quarterback to be playing his best football. This is when you need him to be the most accurate and to make the best decisions, and he has not yet completed a throw here in the 4th quarter. That is bad news for this offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
On the move. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And that is a backbreaker. It's 4th down, look. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got big in a big moment.
This drive will start at the 6-yard line. The give to the single back. Can't get it to the ground. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Well, they got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback keeper. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? They'll run the option. Now the toss. There he goes! And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Creates a little space. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Sellers. The short hands, it's Bennett. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. On his way back from the 20. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. So this defense has to protect the lead, but they can also end the deal by putting the quarterback down. Physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Now the play fake. Starting to feel a little pressure. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
Pocket breaking down. That pass is well on target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. They kick it away on 4th down. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. After After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Off the play fake. Keeps looking downfield. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. The Gamecocks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. The RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see what you have. And this team kind of proven, like, listen, they're worth the ranking. They're probably going to continue to climb up the charts, handling their business early in the season against a pretty dang good team.
And I think at the end of the year, when the committee's meeting together and they're deciding which teams are going to reach the playoff, this is a game they're going to point back to. Hey, we wanted to find out more about them against a good opponent. They won the game. They took care of business. This was impressive today.
Purdy on the Jets. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the 4th quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
1st and goal as they can just take their time and try to put this one in. The Steak scores it. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
They'll line up to go for 2. Caught near the sideline, it's Smith. He will not get there. Brought down at the 1, and the 2-point try is no good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Handoff to the single back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He wants a big play here late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.